Yo, it's your boy Jay Drifts, back with another one, man. I don't judge me for my messy garage. I have not used this garage since I had my drift car. So today, my brother's on his way. We're gonna change his brakes on his 2021 Accord, and then we're gonna install this bad boy right here from Marco. It allows me to brake boost my car. It's kind of a shitty day. It's not sunny at all. So it's kind of cloudy, but it is dry. So I think we're going to probably head down to Mexico and and brake boost it, and we'll see what happens. And hopefully I don't blow up my... That would be ideal, right? Not to blow up shit. So we'll install this after I help my brother's brakes, or after I change my brother's brakes. He's never done brakes before, so, and his is a newer car. Like, he's got motors, like electronics in his rear calipers and all that. So he's on his way with the brake pads, and this summer I gotta clean this garage, because this garage actually can fit 3 cars, maybe even 4. I just have to clean it. Like, it is, like, literally I got 2x4s for the basement, vinyl from my 350Z. It's a hot mess. Mainly we use this garage over here to park, so this is mainly just the shop, and this is where I did everything in my Genesis coupe, my 350Z, and whatever else I had to repair for other people. So after I change those brakes, I don't think I'm going to record it. Then we're going to install this bad boy. God, I need more light. This bad boy here into the Genesis. So I'll see you then. So once you get inside the Genesis, this is where you want to go. Right there is my JB4, which I have to figure out how to route that. But so I'm gonna end up drilling through this. So I'm gonna pretty much, let me see if I can do this with one hand. Ignore the mess. So I'm gonna drill this to go like this ultimately. Like, so I'm gonna probably mount it here, unless, like, actually this might be the move here, because there's nothing behind it. Actually, yeah. So I'm gonna end up drilling it here. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna put it here tomorrow once I go into work. But yeah, because I originally was gonna mount it like here, but I don't want to drill through the dashboard. So how to install this? Ignore the mess. So you want to look for your brake fuse, which is going to be power door, multimedia, cluster, module, interior lamp. Am I just crazy? Brake switch right there. So it's a 10 amp right there. So we're gonna pull this one, so that will be the bottom one. So that's gonna be right, and you guys probably can't see that because it's dark, but yeah, so it's gonna be, hold on, let me see if I can get it to focus. So it is going to be this fuse right here. So this one right there, the bottom one. So let me go and grab some tools for that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so after you get that fuse out, right here's the fuse. I used some non-conventional tools, but then what you're going to do is just plug it in. Get it. There we go. So it's that simple. I'm not going to pull. I know this has quick connects, but so what I'll do, so for right now, I'm just going to feed it like, wrong direction. So I'm going to feed it just like this for now. And I'm going to have it flopping until I can get a hole drilled through here. So right now it is on the off, so I'm going to turn it on. So let's see if I can close this now. That's fine, that won't go anywhere. Alright, let's see. Yo, it's your boy Jay. Alright, listen. So I bought this boost harness. I already have it installed, but I'm going to show you what I did. I just drilled the holes and I got it pretty clean. So, right there. So just to show you guys what I did, and hopefully you guys can see it. So I don't know if you guys can or not, but so if you got a G80, you gotta remove this fuse here, which, let me see if I can make you guys see it. Alright, so this is what I did. So you remove this fuse, I already did it. So, and then this end plugs right into it, just like this. And then you could tuck that behind. That's my JB4. And then I drilled with this. So I got a step bit. I had to bury it and kind of, because it goes up to 3/4. And just like, I could clean it out a little bit, but I rubbed on it a little bit. So I cleaned it out, and now I put my switch in there. So now it's hidden. Before I had it dangling through this. So now I can just go like this. I gotta find a new way to reroute this wire because I don't like the way that looks. But so, and then we'll do some poles, and yeah, so it's pretty simple install. You just, so if you look on here, if you have a G80, you got to pull out the brake switch. If you have a Kia Stinger, I believe it's the stoplight, brake light. It might be the brake light fuse, but it's generally, from what I've seen on Kia Stingers, it's on top, where ours is the brake switch, and it's a 10 amp. This has the 10 amp. This is all, you can order this directly from Marco, pre-assembled with the fuse and all. And then I drilled it here because there's nothing here. And I know some people drilled it on their fuse box, but I didn't want to do that. So just in case I want to undo it and, you know, do warranty work or whatever. And then I'm going to go get gas, and then we're going to... Alright, so I'm going to get gas, and then we'll do some test runs here at Mexico. We'll go to Mexico and do some test runs. I don't want to do it on the road. And I'll show you how to turn it on. Alright, so right now we are heading to Mexico. So I'm gonna launch my car with Marco's Boost launch harness. I don't know why that's so tough to say, but so I'm on the freeway to go. I definitely don't recommend doing it where, so if you actually turn off the switch, it cuts your brake lights. So you have no brake lights at all. And so I definitely don't recommend doing it when you're in public. Like if you're driving through the city, definitely don't have it on. When you, after you install this, the Boost launch switch harness, I got the Boost launch harness from Marco, and his link will be in the description. It's pretty simple to install, and you'll have seen it before already, so I'll go through it. If you have a G80 platform, you got to make sure it's the brake switch, and after you have it installed, this is just gonna cut me off. Cool. Once you have it installed, you want to make sure it's on. If it's off when you go to turn on your car, it's not going to start. It's going to say check brake fuse. I'll post a photo right now of what it looks like. Also, you want to make sure you're in drive before you flip it off, because if you don't, it won't let you put it in drive, because it's going to say there's something wrong with your brake fuse. So definitely don't do that. Yeah, so this should allow me to build, and I'm going to record with it on and then do it with it off. I don't have a draggy yet, so I'm not going to be able to actually get like sufficient data. I'm just going to pretty much basically base it off feeling. And I mean, I won't have any proof of if it's better, if it does my 0 to 60 faster or slower, or my quarter mile time is better or worse, until I get a draggy, which I just need to pull the trigger and just grab it. Because I don't really have any real data for anything. So, I mean, you guys can either take my word for it or not. But, so yeah, so we're on our way to Mexico to do a couple test hits and basically just go off a feeling. Maybe I'll get a draggy next weekend. I'll order a draggy. I'll get the draggy and then I'll do this test again. Well, this test is pretty much, I just want to see what it does. So I got my JB4 running right now, so I'm going to be able to record some data off of that and go from there. Also, if you guys get anything from Marco, I want to say his last name, but I'm afraid I'm going to butcher it, but I think it's ZacariasEngineering.com. Again, the link will be below. He's got some G80 items that he makes himself, and if you ever have any questions, you can hit him up. He literally responds pretty fast. So, and if he doesn't, it's because he's at work, so just give him a little time. And I should have the draggy before the IMR freaking intercooler gets here. So yeah, so expect that. Ooh. Going under speed limit. Okay. It's not even rush hour. It's only like 2:15 on the East Coast. So, but I will see you guys in Mexico. Flip the switch off, turn off my hazards. So stay in drive, flip the switch off, put it in sport, and turn traction stability control off. Alright, so traction stability control's off, and let's launch. I went to Mexico and did a couple test hits. I didn't really see the results that I wanted to see, and I'm not at all blaming the harness at all. So I was getting about 5 pounds of boost at launch, but then I was hearing like other people, even Marco was getting near 7, and I couldn't figure out why. So like I adjusted some settings in the JB4, trying to get more boost at launch. So, and then I realized my car is all-wheel drive. So I believe, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong and you know, if you know more about it than I do, I think it's the all-wheel drive system that's not allowing me to build up to 7 pounds of boost. Now, when I went to the stock map on my JB4, I did notice it stays about 3. So about 2.5 to 3 pounds of boost. All 100% stock. Basically just OEM without the JB4. So once I put it on map 4 and adjusted some of the user settings on the JB4, I got 5. And I think that's the most I'm going to get out of it, because I do have the all-wheel drive H-Track. Because everyone that I've talked to that has rear-wheel drive was building up to 7 pounds. I can't. And the only difference is they're wheel-wheel drive, I'm all-wheel drive. And And I don't know if it's the same thing on the Kia Stingers than it is on the G80. Like if the rear wheel drive builds more boost versus the all wheel drive. So the harness is working. I do gain about 2 pounds of boost. And honestly, I think I paid $40. I don't think it's that bad for 2 pounds of boost. Like that's 2 pounds of boost I didn't have without it. You know what I mean? So stability control off, traction control off, dead stop, full gas. I built about 5 pounds. It was like 5.2 pounds or whatever the JB4 read. I think I went into it expecting more, but knowing that I bought a heavier car and the all-wheel drive version, I probably should have got the rear-wheel drive version. But honestly, 2 pounds of boost makes the world of difference from a dead, you know what I mean, from a dead stop. So I definitely still recommend this.